What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, we got some great news. As undefeated, former Olympic silver medalist, former WBO featherweight world champion turned junior lightweight title contender, superstar boxer Shakur Stevenson, 15 wins, no losses, 8 wins by way of a knockout. He's 23 years of age. He stands at 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach. Last time we saw him in the ring was when he took on Toka Khan Clary. That was December 12th of 2020. Now he will be heading into a fight with Nakatilia. That is scheduled for June 12th. It was supposed to be at Madison Square Garden, but things may have changed due to, there being, no fans allowed to attend sporting events. Limited capacity here in New York. With that said, Shakur Stevenson, he's been looking to become a 2-division world champion, and he was looking to face the winner of Carl Frampton, Jamel Herring winner. Okay, Jamel Herring, he won the fight against Carl Frampton in dramatic fashion, knocking out Carl Frampton. Jamel Herring, 23 wins, 2 losses, 11 wins by way of knockout. He himself was knocked out. He's 35 years of age. He stands at 5'10" with a 72-inch arm reach. So he's very big. He's similar in stature to that of undefeated, unified WBC, IBF welterweight world champion, superstar boxer Earl the Truth Spence Jr., who stands at 5'9.5" with a 72-inch arm reach. Okay, but he's very thin framed. Okay, so he won the fight against Carl Frampton, which was the biggest fight in his career. He did so in dramatic fashion. Most people pick Carl Frampton to win the fight, especially after Jamel Herring last performance against Jonathan Oquendo, when a lot of people felt like he quit in the fight. He took the easy way out, and he got a DQ victory when he could have kept going in the fight. With that stated, after the fight against Carl Frampton, Jamel Herring, he stated that he wanted to fight undefeated 2-division world champion, who currently is the WBC junior lightweight world champion at 130 pounds, who coming off of one of the biggest knockouts and biggest upsets in boxing this year, and that's Oscar Valdez, after he defeated Miguel Berchelt in dramatic fashion, knocking out Miguel Berchelt. So with that said, Carl Frampton, he said he's the WBO champion. He said he wanted to unify with Oscar Valdez. But Shakur Stevenson is the WBO mandatory challenger. And at one point in time, Jamel Herring, he stated that he would rather vacate the belt than fight Shakur Stevenson and try to fight Oscar Valdez and become a 2-time world champion, opposed to fighting Shakur Stevenson, keeping his belt after he beat Shakur Stevenson, should he beat Shakur Stevenson, and going into a unification bout. With that said, now Jamel Herring has changed his tune according to Shakur Stevenson, and he has agreed to a showdown this late summer, early fall, in what would be a huge fight. Now, obviously, Jamel Herring, he's under the tutelage of legendary trainer Brian Bomac McIntyre, who trains undefeated 3-division world champion, who currently is the WBO welterweight world champion and widely considered by many to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world in Terrence Bud Crawford. He improved Jamel Herring drastically from the Jonathan Oquendo fight to the to the Carl Frampton fight. Okay, so with that stated, now Shakur Stevenson, he has this fight coming up June 12th, and he stated that now Jamel Herring, he's there. They have an agreement in place to fight later this fall, late summer. Now he's fighting June 12th. Okay, so if he's victorious June 12th, and he does so, without coming through unscathed, maybe it could happen in August, late August. Okay, Jamel Herring, he fought in early April. That was April 3rd, so he'll definitely be available in August. There's a possibility that we could get Shakur Stevenson, Jamel Herring in August. Okay, Shakur Stevenson, he lets Jamel Herring know. He stated that I'm glad you finally agreed. He said, okay, he let the people know, well, Jamel Herring didn't completely duck me. He now agreed to fight me. And he stated that, he's going to knock out Jamel Herring, and he says that, that's great news, because he stated that, he thought that Jamel Herring was going to avoid the fight. So Shakur Stevenson, he had this to say, quote, he said, Jamel Herring didn't duck. Got to respect him for accepting this whipping that I'm going to put on him. But we focus June 12th. I have to handle this business first. And then Jamel Herring is on deck. Jamel Herring, he responded because we know Shakur Stevenson, he spends time in Jamel Herring's stable with Terrence Crawford. He was just spotted, in training and sparring with Terrence Crawford. And Jamel Herring, he responded by saying, hey, aren't you working alongside my crew? You saying that you working in with my team, you got to relax is what Jamel Herring is stating. Okay. So this is a huge fight, huge opportunity for Shakur Stevenson. Jamel Herring, he looked absolutely great in this fight with Carl Frampton, but the difference is Shakur Stevenson is a lot better fighter than Carl Frampton. He's far more, put together as far as his boxing skill set. Okay. He's a southpaw. He's very accurate. Has the best defense in boxing according to the stats. His percentage of getting hit to hitting his opponents, by far, he's one of the best defensive fighters. He could fight in the pocket. He could fight in the phone booth. He could fight in mid-range, and he could fight from on the outside. Okay. And now Jamel Herring, obviously, he's going to have a 3-inch arm reach advantage over Shakur Stevenson. At 5'10", he's going to have a 2-inch height advantage over Shakur Stevenson. But Shakur Stevenson, I believe, is the better boxer. Now, Jamel Herring is a very good pure boxer. He's lost a few times in his career. But, I believe that this is going to be a high-level chess match. I'm favoring Shakur Stevenson to win this fight. Shakur Stevenson, he's been trying to secure a fight with Oscar Valdez since they were both at 126, and he was unable to do so. Now Shakur Stevenson, he beats Jamel Herring. Well, that's a very, very huge fight for Shakur Stevenson, because the implications are huge. He could get a fight with Oscar Valdez in a unification bout that he's been calling for quite some time. And all three guys, Oscar Valdez, Jamel Herring, and Shakur Stevenson, are all with top-ranked legendary promoter and CEO Bob Arum. So this should not be difficult to make. This should be a fairly easy fight to make. Should Shakur Stevenson beat Jamel Herring, the unification bout with Oscar Valdez would be absolutely enormous. Okay. I think that, that Shakur Stevenson beats Oscar Valdez as well. I believe that Shakur Stevenson, his ring IQ, his boxing ability, his power, it's just unmatched. His skill set is going to be unmatched in this fight with Jamel Herring. But it's a great opportunity because if Jamel Herring can upset and beat Shakur Stevenson, that's huge too. Because he's 35, so his opportunities, are slim at this point in time. Oscar Valdez, 29 wins, no losses, 23 wins by way of knockout. He's 30 years of age. He stands at 5'5.5" with a 66-inch arm reach. And like I said, the last time we saw him in the ring, that was February 20th of 2021 this year when he defeated and knocked out Miguel Michel, who was 37 wins and 1 loss. So that was a statement on the part of Oscar Valdez. And he revamped his complete style now that he's with Eddie Reynoso, famous trainer of 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Saul Canelo Alvarez. So, he's improved drastically, but I don't believe that he can beat Shakur Stevenson either. But this is great news for the sport of boxing. It's great news for the fans. We have undefeated 2-division world champion who simultaneously holds the WBA regular title at 130, 135. Now he's moving up to 140 to challenge junior welterweight WBA regular champion, undefeated Mexican star boxer Mario Barrios. I'm talking about superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. Is he going to vacate that WBA title now? Okay, because if he vacates that WBA title, that's very important because now you can have these guys fighting for the vacant WBA title. The IBF title is I believe there's going to be a fight for the IBF title. Because we know Jojo Diaz, he lost his title on the scale as he missed weight. He won the fight, but he missed weight, and so that means that belt is vacant. So this could definitely possibly be a path for Shakur Stevenson to create history and become undisputed at 130. So he can truly make a statement. So let's see how this plays out and unfolds. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jaden Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.